Got my new off-road machine. That's how we're gonna drive it. What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So today we're gonna be pulling the body off the parts truck so we can get to the engine and transmission. So let's get started. We got smoke rolling out of the truck, heating up these cab bolts. This corner keeps catching on fire. Let's see if that's enough heat to get this off now. Yep, it broke. Alright, this side should be good other than the front radiator support. Nothing like a fire in the cab. It's just a stud because they couldn't find hardware, just like I can't find hardware. Alright, so we got all our cab bolts undone, and now next up we're just going to be unhooking anything that's attached to the firewall from the engine. I should say firewall to the engine. That way when we lift it up, nothing's getting hung up or whatever. So we'll get on that. I'm not sure where we're going to start. I have to unhook my master cylinder, clutch master cylinder from the transmission. I know that. Not sure if I'll take it at the start of it or the bottom by the transmission. I have to think all this out first. Do it in an orderly fashion, so I'll get back with you guys. Alright, so I'm starting off by unhooking this ignition coil and any wires that are going to the motor that are attached to the cab are getting disconnected. Then we'll do our lines and whatnot after this. Alright, so that's our main harness connection. That takes care of most of our wires. Next up is going to be vacuum lines, brake lines, anything that goes to the motor. A couple little electrical components on this side that go to the motor. I'll have to unhook the battery. That wasn't tight. And right here, see, we got a bunch of vacuum lines, and basically what I'm going to do to make sure I put them back in the right spot, I'll just number them as they come off. Hopefully I have something that'll write on the black. I'll just put a 1 here, 1 there, then 2 here, 2 on the line, so on and so forth. I'll do that with a lot of stuff on this so I don't get it confused or mixed up. That's the last thing you want to do when you're putting stuff back together, is either not know or putting stuff in the wrong spot. Will definitely make startup a lot harder, just make your life a lot harder in general. So you kind of want to stay organized as you do this stuff. Look at that, should be like a bolt there. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Most shit I've ever seen put in and used as a bolt. Can't even hardly get them. Unreal. Kind of shit is this? Never in my life why somebody would use that. Alright, so our throttle cable's unhooked now. Put that up out of the way. We'll have to get our, we need to unhook our steering. I'm not sure where I'm going to unhook that yet. These tend to get seized up pretty bad. I may try and get it at this arm. May try and unhook it right there and slide it off, but who knows how that'll go. Okay, so we started labeling these, and I'm worried that the marker is going to rub off, so I'm just going to disconnect this whole plate that holds the air hoses or vacuum hoses and just leave it with the engine, and we'll re-bolt it on the firewall when it goes back in the other truck. Damn, dude, I couldn't find a socket. A brother needs to go get about 2 different socket sets. I need shallow metric and deep metric, because I'm constantly looking for sockets that just aren't there most of the time. I either lose them or don't have them. You know, back when we used to live, see, I never talk about our life too much. We just kind of get on here and film videos, but we used to live in New Jersey. We're in Tennessee now, and we had a lot bigger shop and a lot more tools, so coming and downsizing to this garage is definitely a lot harder to get things done and a lot harder to stay motivated, but one of these days we'll get a bigger shop and more tools. Always gotta have tools. Alright, so I got this vacuum line assembly all unhooked, and another reason I want to not mix the lines up is because there's direct power from the harness. So I'm sure if these lines aren't hooked up right, it's either not going to start very well or it's not going to run very well. So I don't want to mix them up, but that'll stay with the engine when we pull the body out. We got some looks like fuel pump, maybe vacuum line right here. I'll unhook that can stay with the engine. Got my plugs labeled 1 and 2. Since 2 of these are the same size, you could get them confused. They got the same plugs, so mark them. And this little one only got one type of plug, so actually I could leave this in. That can stay. And then I need to pull the wire off the starter because that goes back to the cab harness. And then unplug my headlights, and then I should be good for as far as wires and this wiper. Alright, so there was a couple more plugs down here. A lot of them are their own design, so I can't get them mixed up. They just go right together, so I don't have to label them. I believe there's also a thermostat sensor wire. That's what this would be right here, I think. It's the coolant temp sensor, that's what it is. Yeah, there we go. It's the coolant temp sensor wire right there, the blue one I just unplugged. And then this one here is probably another one. Alright, one more wire and 1 ground, and then we're done with wires. The rest will be hoses and vacuum lines. Record yourself. Oh no!
What the hell is that?
No way. Damn it. It didn't work. This piece of shit. Alright, so I'm undoing my taillight harness right now. That's going to go off with the cab. And then we got to unhook some brake lines. Alright, fuel lines are unhooked. The hand around here, I'm about to fucking wail on this. See, it's like, why would I want this to be my shock mount? If I can beat it bent like that, and then they want to use that as an OEM shock mount in the front. Yeah, even if I was to get that bolt moving now, I'd have to cut it off because the top's so mushroomed out it'll never go through the original hole. I don't know what to do about this. This is horrible. Right now I'm just unhooking some transmission wires. Huh, I've never seen something like that on a transmission. You can't even see it, it's all dirty. This is like something you'd see in the cab, not outside of it. Alright, all the fuel line, brake lines are disconnected. It's snack time over here at Grexy's garage. Keyword, I think I'm ready to bring her up. Yeah, I think we're good. Got my new off-road machine. That's how we're gonna drive it.
Alright, so we got the shitty frame under the engine hoist right now. We're gonna pull that engine out next and put it on the good frame that Ian sprayed.
Alright, so last night we just hooked this up. Got a little dark, and every time we're working on something it seems like I'm missing sockets, losing them, or I just don't have them. So I went out and just got some cheap stuff for now. But yeah, it'll keep us from spending 20 minutes looking for a singular socket. So right now I'm just gonna unhook the transmission, rear drive shaft, I unbolt the bell housing, then we'll go to the cross member, and the front drive shaft's connected too, so we'll have to do that. Then we can drop the whole thing down and the engine will come out. Effortless. Alright, so we just got our transmission out. I'm gonna pull this sucker out from under it. Undo the motor mounts and we'll be good to roll this shitty chassis out from under the frame and put my good chassis under this, drop the motor, and that'll be it for the day. Owen has to go to work and we're just super tired from working all day yesterday, so I'm gonna take a little break, get to doing this and finish it up. Ooh. Okay, lifting the whole frame up now.
Is this thing on? All right, got the good frame rolled under it. I'm gonna put the engine on now. All right, so I think we got a little distracted the other day when we were putting the engine back in. We didn't really record too much, but we got the engine on the frame now. I believe the next step's gonna be putting the cab on. We're a little bit held up right now because Ian is waiting on a body lift that I believe is on back order, so we're not sure how long that's gonna take, but that'll be the next video. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching the videos. Seriously, it means a lot. 300 subscribers has been pretty cool as well. Yeah, just thanks for commenting, liking the videos. It means a lot. We really appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.